Bobby Lashley warned Bray Wyatt tonight to keep his name out of his mouth, but as he was leaving, we got the return of Muscle Man Bray. And Muscle Man Bray sort of adapted to mock Bobby Lashley. I don't know why people are so quick to hate on this. It was literally just a quick edit of the original Muscle Man dance from the original Firefly Funhouse. People are strange, but I digress, because it's now time for everyone's favourite Things You Might Have Missed segment. That's right, I get to use my new graphic twice. It's Puppet Watch! Because this still counts as puppets being seen, right? So I'll take it. Even Abby the Witch made a little cameo here. But that's what this was. Mind games by Bray Wyatt. At the end, he told Bobby Lashley to run. And of course, this was nothing more than to mock the fact Bobby Lashley has the physique of a god and is a muscle man, right? But note at the end of this, that's not the normal Bray Wyatt logo. Look at the actual ring around it. Usually that's red. It's not red here. Why is that? It's interesting because on Friday, Bray told us that not everything is okay in the Funhouse. Now we see a new logo. Another interesting piece of information here is this is the original Firefly Funhouse Muscle Man dance where they show the Fiend, now they show Uncle Howdy. Is that because they are one of the same, or is it just Uncle Howdy is the new character in the Bray Wyatt storyline arch? This is Things You Might Have Missed for Monday Night Raw. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions as Lita and Becky win. The return of Trish Stratus. The rumours have been circulating for weeks. And my God, did she go for Bayley. The equaliser that Beckstream needed. I thought this match at the main event was actually quite good. They didn't give it a lot of time, but it's all that was needed. That crowd is going home happy. That felt like a big moment. And just weeks before WrestleMania, what does this mean for the women's tag team titles heading into the biggest show of the year? The big question heading into Raw this week, would Brock Lesnar accept the challenge? Well, in short, yes. Yes, he would. Brock and Omos at WrestleMania. No, I don't believe Vince McMahon is back booking WWE, despite what some wrestling journalists will say. Look at Brock. I mean, he's having the time of his life. I think there's a reason for this, and we will come to the reason for this. But this segment was gold. That's definitely becoming a meme. Nonetheless, business picked up when Brock offered MVP a drink. MVP would literally spit it back in the face of Brock Lesnar. He was not a fan of the White Lightning at all. But, of course, that would mean we'd get an F5. Brock did promise MVP there would be no suplexes, and Brock is a man of his word. Now, honestly, I thought this segment was okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst at all. I think the reason Brock and Omos is happening is this. The Undertaker compared Omos with Andre the Giant. Now, that's huge in wrestling, okay? And I think this is why this match is happening. If WWE believe this, then they've got to put Omos in a position where he's highlighted against people that people care about, like a Brock Lesnar, because otherwise you don't see what they see in Omos. Now, are they right? Are they wrong? Is the match going to suck? Only WrestleMania can decide that, but I think that's why it's happening. Austin Theory felt disrespected tonight on Raw, and he basically confirmed next week he wants to share the ring with John Cena. That's right, John Cena returns to Raw next week. They've got to set up the Mania match. I cannot wait. I'm so hyped for Theory versus John Cena. Raw started, though, with a tag match between the Street Profits and Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. Note, Angelo Dawkins' leg was taped up. Hopefully he was okay. He seemed to move perfectly fine on it. You've got to admit, though, it was well weird seeing Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa walking out for a tag match. So weird not seeing the Usos together. One thing, though, I want to point out, I love this. WWE actually promoted their upcoming live events. They haven't done this for a while. At the bottom of the screen during the match. This is great, because if you're a kid watching, now you're telling your parents you want to go because you see your hometown on that board. Brilliant, brilliant advertising. do it more. It will be no surprise to you, this match was pretty good. Great highlight for the Street Profits. Multiple times during the match, Montez again looking like a star. It was Jimmy and Solo who would win. The beatdown was on afterwards. It looked like Solo was going to take out Montez Ford. Except Kevin Owens was a guy who made the save. Interesting was the stare down between KO and Solo Sikoa. Could they be setting up a match for WrestleMania? I know the rumour is Kevin's in the tag match, but the stare down was with Solo. It's happening! This Friday, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns come face to face. I love this because right at the start of the show, Jimmy Uso announced Roman will be on Smackdown. Continuation an hour later, Cody Rhodes hears that and says he's going to be there too. Makes a lot of sense. I hoped they wouldn't make us wait till like the end of March for a face-to-face. We're getting it Friday. I'm hyped, man. The announcement came just after Cody won his match versus Chad Gable, a match where Chad Gable looked like a megastar. Really pleased to see Chad Gable getting into the ring with someone like Cody, and again, getting the exposure he needs. One thing this match did prove is that Otis is the most wanted man in WWE. Not only did Cody Rhodes want to give him a hug, but then we saw Maxine Dupree once again scouting the talent that is Otis. Did you notice though? Look at Marseille's leg. How high did he get that leg? Oh my days. And not only that, look at the eyebrows of Marseille and the facial hair of Mansoor. But wait a minute. I don't like to start rumours on this channel, but that does seem to be suspiciously the same blue that Asuka has on her face paint. Was there a little bit of a kissy-kissy going on? Asuka would actually defeat Carmella tonight in her match and of course then call out Bianca Belair. We'd get a face-to-face, very short promo between the two because Carmella would shove Asuka into Bianca. The focus then was on Bianca, so I think we're going to get Bianca Belair versus Carmella next week on Raw. Well, it's official! The Miz is hosting WrestleMania! Yay! I mean, I love the fact they tried to troll us and thinking it was a major celebrity. Fun. But what was fun was Seth Rollins coming out, literally establishing the fact that Miz is an A-hole, not a B-hole, and then stealing the Miz's phone to FaceTime with Logan Paul, who confirmed he'll be on Raw next week. I absolutely love Seth's little dig at his baby brother Jake after last night's fight, I should say. Of course, Seth Rollins face-to-face with Logan Paul again, setting up a WrestleMania match, just like Finn Balor did with Edge, saying on his terms, he wants to end this at WrestleMania. I hope they do a big match, but we also found out from Finn, next week it will be Balor versus Johnny Gargano. Oh my god, I can't wait. Raw next week, Gargano and Balor should be good. Great ending for Raw, some good matches, a lot of filler though, so this week I'll only give it a 6 out of 10. Let me know your score in the comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, never miss another upload, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!